Yo, girls and guys. Doing pretty good today. I can't lie, life's got its share of dark feelings, but I mean, that's part of being an adult, and that's some of the stuff I wanted to talk about before we hop into this little kid-looking kind of game and have some fun. And that's the kind of attitude you gotta have. If you have an attitude like most people do, second they turn 20, somewhere between 30, they usually hits them with fear. The world hits them with fear super hard, and there's a growing part inside of them that is so doubtful and so fearful that they barely do anything for the rest of their fucking life, when theoretically they should be doing more from that age. From the age of 20 to 30-ish to the end of their life, that's when, like, you should be doing the most, right? That's when you already grew up, you already should be smart, you already should be doing things, you got the ball rolling, you know what I mean? But what actually happens is people do a lot in their teenage years, and then they hit their college years. Some of them make some money, but then they peter out the second fear hits them. Sorry, I don't like talking too fast because it's annoying, but it's hard not to when there's so many ideas floating around. But yeah, and that's just something I've been experiencing and noticing from family members and friends, and go onto that screen right there. So we're gonna chat for a little bit, like I often do in the beginning of games. Getting over some of that family trauma, doing pretty good. Got some good plans going, and then boom, wake up the next morning, you're hit with another wall of fear, another wall of self-doubt, another wall of like, what's the point? Is this life even worth it? Type fucking vibes. It doesn't matter who you are. That will happen to you. People lie about it all the time. Usually people with money, because they can use their quote-unquote success to make it seem like they also don't feel those things. Oh, I'm fine. And it's like the most liar, backstabbing shit ever, because they're trying to make it seem like you could have that too, or blah, 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 but actually no one has that. Life is fear, you know what I mean? Fantasyland motherfuckers usually. It's usually hot girls, and they got their life handed to them, and they're young still, or decent looking guys, and they got money, and they're tall enough to attract women. Like, that's literally it. Those are the only two types of groups of... You will never hear anyone else double down on that fake-ass philosophy. And even those people will all be turned at some point. And probably for the worse, you know? Somebody who felt fear and pushed through it earlier, someone who hit rock bottom earlier and survived it is going to be way better off emotionally, spiritually, physically than somebody who thought looks or money was going to protect them in life and shit like that. But I'm not getting into all that. That's just the foundation of all this crap. What's going on for me is like, okay, so we go through all this family crap, right? And we're got plans. We're like, hey, we can do this together if we just try. I'm not going to name names. I'm not trying to make people feel bad. I'm just saying the shit I run into is the most face-palming, cringiest, makes you want to punch a wall bullshit. And you only want to punch that wall because somebody fell flat on their face and can't step up to the plate and deliver what they said they were going to. So basically, we have plans to fix our family, make money together, and everyone works together. Help our parents with their problems. Blah 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 blah. Right? And then one day passes, and the other person who said that they were gonna be in on this is like now extremely doubtful. So you just spent the last day. This is me changing my life. I spent more than 8 hours working on animations for a friend for money. Or a client, I guess. I don't know the guy that well. Picking up other jobs, learning skills when it comes to video editing and motion graphics and stuff like I used to. I'm getting back into that because I know it's like one of the things I can already make money with, instead of something else like music that I can't really make money with because I don't know enough quite yet, you know what I mean? So I did the reasonable adult thing, right? I got back into a young adult passion that I had, or a teenager passion. I started to relearn old programs and learn new programs. I started changing my daily habits. I quit the sins I was doing. I'm eating way, way better. I'm eating like somewhere between 1,500 and 2,000 calories like every day, if not less. Mostly healthy food. I've been doing really good. And it's been like, I'll get into that later. Drinking a lot of water. I'm doing well, right? Taking care of my dog who's got skin problems, so I always got to go help him with that bullshit. Taking care of the turtle. Reducing the electric costs and the heat costs around the house. Keeping things clean. I'm not trying to list things. I'm just telling you guys, like, within a span of days, I'm doing all of this and more. Because inside I'm doing spiritual work too. Inside I'm changing myself as a person so I can be an adult. So I can go out there and get a job and not earn that money for myself, but earn it for my family. You know what I mean? This and that. And then the next day, like, you're hoping that the person who made those plans with you, they acted like they were going to have your back in front of in the family text chat, right? Oh, I got you. I come save you. You can come over here and we'll work blah, 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 right? And the next day comes around, nah, their brain has farted all over itself. And you have to feel like a piece of shit because not only do they stop believing in themselves, but you can see that they clearly have no faith in you whatsoever. And it's just like, what do I gotta do? I'm literally doing everything to earn that faith, you know what I mean? I could have just sat around and lied, you know what I mean? And because according to them, we were going to make this work the day before, you know what I mean? Or 2 days before, and they ignored you the day after. And it gets really annoying, because every single time I try to depend on somebody, or work with somebody, or help somebody, if they're a girlfriend, a friend, a family member, a business partner, a best friend after college, blah, 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 every single fucking time, it ends up being so fucking annoying, and I just regret ever having even, like, invested any energy into talking to them. It's so frustrating. I don't want to be like that. I really don't. I keep trying and trying and trying. And doing that same old pattern. But the person on the other end always flops like a fucking I don't know, I was going to say mongoose. Like a floppy possum playing dead. I don't know. But it's just, I can't even believe it, dude. Like I said, it's just you can't even really talk about it. Like, I'm talking about it, but I can't really even sell how annoying it is. It's just like a literal life face palm. Like, all I could do right now is just palm my face, or palm my forehead right here. And just, like, lower my head into my palm and just, like, deeply regret all my past actions with other people. Or, like, deeply ponder why I even why I even exist. If this is how things are going to go. You know what I mean? It's like the second I step up and I'm doing really well, I'm on the trajectory of making money for myself with a business and having a job and being the nice enough person who doesn't spend it on themselves but helps the family instead. Like, literally every single free dollar going to somebody else's house payment, or going to somebody else's business, or going to somebody else's something, you know? Taking risks. I'm taking risks for my friend. I'm buying fancy programs to make his animation look better. And I don't know if he's going to pay me extra money. You know what I mean? I'm just taking that risk. I shouldn't, but I want to, you know what I mean? And I'm not worried about my friend and my client. That guy's already paid me money in the past for working for him, right? I'm just going to fucking turn the music off. Every single time I try to talk with music, I think I'm going to be okay and it's going to be fun, and I just fucking hate it. Sorry. So unfortunately, we're not talking about Islets, which should be a fun little game here, but I'll hop in pretty soon, don't worry. Should only be about 10 more minutes, tops. Because I don't want to waste 50 hour, 2 hours, 7,000 hours talking on shit. I'm done with that crap. You know? Unless it's actually something... No, I'm just done with that shit. Unless it's life-saving, I'm not doing it no more. Unless I really have to drill something into my head that's really beating down on me in life, I'm not fucking doing those kind of commentaries anymore. That's something you can get away with in your teens, basically. And we didn't have YouTube back then, really. So I had to do some in my 20s. No, I'm done with that shit. But yeah, it's just like... So you did like 15 different things and more, and you're ready to do more. You're doing your yoga. You know what I mean. I'm literally getting ready for in every possible way to do these good adult things, right? And then the response you get back the next day is like the most doubtful, passively aggressive, faithless crap, you know. And it's just like I was just like getting ready to go help you pay for shit, you know what I mean? Out of the goodness of my heart, and also knowing that if I go and put that work out there, it'll come back to me, you know what I mean? And then instead of getting like the response you think a normal human being would give you, like, oh my god, why are you being so nice to me? I can't believe you're putting your neck out there and putting your time and money and energy out there to help us. Well, yeah, we'll gladly accept that. You know what I mean? Instead of getting that response ever in my life from these people, I never got that once. I don't care if it was moving out with my sibling years ago. I got a shit response for that. They just completely acted like I would never make money, even though I have had more jobs than them and worked shittier jobs than them. Who else? My group of friends after high school, they acted like for a little bit like we were excited to move out together, and then they just like cut me off. And then they all invited me to their houses a few years later that they moved out with each other with. They moved out with douchebags who drink all the time and got a bad attitude and contribute nothing good to the group. Besides toxic asshole vibes that everyone seems to eat up back then in their 20s. So that group failed. That would have been a great time in my life if they had even 1% faith in me, which I don't know why they didn't, because we had been friends all through high school and we did so many things together. We worked jobs together. They watched me lose weight. You know what I mean? They watched me grow up into a healthy person and this and that. They didn't do it. I don't know what was wrong with them. I even had a job at that time and a nice car and everything. You know what I mean? It was like, and I was like the perfect friend to do it with. We all liked the same shit. Video games, movies, weed, hot girls, working mediocre jobs and talking about it after, you know what I mean? Making little shabby 20-year-old male meals, you know, how a 20-year-old male doesn't really know how to cook, but they just got out of high school and now they're starting to experiment sort of thing, you know what I mean? It would have been good, you know what I mean? I probably would have made all those guys healthy as fuck. Especially at that point, because I was like well on my way to being a personal trainer and extremely fit in certain regards, you know. Not compared to some crazy athlete, but you know what I mean. For somebody who went from overweight to sedentary to very physically active, definitely. Anyways, and it just goes on and on. It just keeps happening. It's like every time I get a little bit excited and start making those changes, the other person on the other end flops. The car breaks down. No job for you. You know what I mean? COVID hits. Your job is canceled. This and that. This and that. It's just frustrating. It's like I would have been better off starting this week, unfortunately, when in evil, you know what I mean? Like, unfortunately, I would have been better off this week if I was just completely selfish. I didn't help my dog who's got skin diseases. I would have been completely, but if I was I don't want to be this way, I'm just saying. If I was completely selfish, ignored my sibling and people who acted like they were going to help me, like family, and just didn't even talk to them and just contained the rage within myself that I succumb to from cokeheads and pump that into motivation to make videos and motivation to help people or to help my clients and make them animations and make them videos and stuff. That would have been better for me. It would have been better for my health too, because all that time and energy could have been put into yoga and walks, which I did do, but I could have easily done more. You see what I'm saying? I would have been better off being a selfish, I'm the only one who can do this for myself. I don't want to be like that. And theoretically, life shouldn't have to be that way. Like, people should be better together. I don't know what it is if I'm just the unluckiest fucking person on the planet. Like, I'm learning 3D animation and making and improving myself. And the person who said the day before that they were going to come help me with this crazy parent problem we got is like basically saying, I give up, you know what I mean? And you're not going to be able to help me because you're not good enough. That's literally, like, they didn't say that, but that's basically what they said, you know what I mean? fucking attitude of women, too. It's like, helping them with their bills is never enough. You need to cover all the bills and then some. And you better not add to those bills. You know what I mean? Anyways, I don't want to trash talk people. It's just, I don't know what's wrong with them. I could ask them. Whenever I talk to people too, it's just like, I never even get the right answers back. It's like they're answering different questions than I even asked. My dad does it all the fucking time. It's so annoying. Well, he's not, it's annoying, but he does a little different than that. He gives me a convoluted long answer or something. Or he can't fucking hear me, so I just get mad because he's deaf. It's like one thing when someone can't hear you, but when they haven't heard you for like the 1,000th time you try to say something to them quick, that's when it gets annoying, you know? No, but other people, like, you ask them questions and say stuff to them, and it's like they're not even responding to you. Cool guy I met on Xbox I was talking to today, I know he has... No, he seemed perfectly fine. He just, like, wouldn't listen to anything I said. Or he wouldn't really try my... You know what I mean? He's talking about getting better at Halo, and it's like, dude, I'm the guy you should talk to, you know what I mean? But somebody else told him different advice, so he's going with what they said, you know what I mean? It's always like that, and the somebody else is somebody who I've fucking shit on before. No offense, on the game. So you're taking advice from somebody who's, I've proven that they're not even close to my level. They literally require another S tier player on their team to beat me, and even then they might not be able to do it. They haven't been able to before, you know. I've beaten them both. Anyways, I don't care that much about this stuff. Like, I wasn't fighting with the guy or anything. It's just annoying. It's like no one's ever just like, oh, that seems like it's worth trying, Mike. You seem like a good person to take advice from. I'll give it a shot. You know what I mean? Like, you never get that. It's the other people get that. The other friend gets that. The guy who talked to him first got that. You know what I mean? Not you, though. And then you send them, like, something you just worked on, and they're like, oh, that's nice. They, like, their brain, and it's like, another person will look at it and be like, damn, that's fucking sick. You just did that real quick. You know what I mean? It's just, people expect, especially women, they just expect, like, stars falling from the sky, like in one day you should have somehow gotten 1,000 clients and somehow produced $1,000 animation when you haven't been animating 3D stuff in years, and you know what I mean? It's just like you never get half of the response you want because people don't care, you know what I mean? It could have been really good, and the response still probably would have been underwhelming. If I had spent 24 hours straight working on the 3D animation and it was fully completed, you know what I mean? Oh, maybe then I would have got a slightly better response. Like a little bit of hope that we can do this, you know what I mean? Or whatever, I don't know. I'm happy I got a life that's working. It's just, anytime I try to change things for the better, somebody puts up a fucking roadblock. I literally just said that to the person 2 days ago, and what they became the roadblock, you know what I mean? Funny. I was trying to talk to them about something I had noticed where life and other people always put up roadblocks in life to stop good things from happening for various reasons, so they can stay attached to their sin or their past, or they can keep living in fear and stuff like that. They put up imaginary fucking roadblocks, you know what I mean? So we can borrow a bunch of money from our ex-baby daddy, we can borrow money from our son, we can borrow money from our parents, we could do this and that and this and that and this and that, but we can't actually both just get jobs, believe in each other, work for each other, create and then create a future, you know what I mean? And live better in the present moment. Oh, but they did have that attitude for a moment in the family chat in front of everyone to look good, like they were trying to help me, you know what I mean? And guess what? I actually got a little excited about that, but I should have just went in with the negative, pessimistic fucking attitude that I didn't want to have and been like, yeah, right. You are losing that house. You're not going to help me. You know what I mean? Yeah, right. You care more about your future girlfriends. You don't really want to be in my life. Like, I don't want to be the Satan voice in my head because I know that's what the negative voice is. But unfortunately, it's just always fucking right. Even when I actively battle Satan, completely change what I'm doing with my life, literally every moment of this day was different than what I had been doing, you know, the past few years. And none of it, and that's not good enough, you know what I mean? That's not even a start. Well, that's not enough. And there's always an excuse too for why they're not. If you even slight ask them about why they're like dropping the ball with you, there's always a fucking excuse, dude. It's never the truth that they're living in fear, that they don't want to get off their fucking ass and even put in some of, like, I'm willing to put more work in for either one of my siblings' houses than they would, you know what I mean? And that's the goddamn truth. And neither one of them have even somewhat for a moment looked at me like I was the brother that I am, you know what I mean? They basically look at me like I'm a failure. Because there's not a wad of cash sitting in their mailbox for me right this moment. I'm a failure, basically. And even then, I don't know if that would even change the way they act, you know what I mean? They still might be fucking... And it's like, at that point, am I just gonna, you know, like, why even associate with these people? I don't got extra lifetimes to just go in on plans with people and then have them bail. You know what I mean? And that's what's hitting me every day, and that's why I'm making this commentary. It's just like you don't have time to make 1,000 billion plans. Like, that's something you do when you're in your teens with your friends and stuff. You know what I mean? You can't just keep doing that after that. It's a joke. Anyways, I'm glad my old friend hit me up and became a client. I'm glad he got me back into 3D animation and working on videos and stuff. There's nothing wrong with that. I'm not complaining about that. And another friend got me back into... He told me to do... Sorry, I just ate a mango. He told me to do daily uploads for Halo. I'm not going to do daily uploads because they're not going to get appreciated. But I am going to do 5 uploads a week on the weekdays. So, and you know, right? He told me to do that, and the first video is already at 60 views, so that's pretty good. And sometimes videos I put a lot of work into only get 10, 20 views. You know what I mean? So the fact that a video I put like no work into got more. I'm doing that. That's going to be a nice way to keep the channel going and moving me towards the big montages and the big video projects I want to do for other people and stuff. You know, why am I doing all these video projects in 3D animation? Well, partially to make some money and to make some connections, but also because I just want to release all of my stuff I've worked hard for over the last 7 years. I want to release that into some great videos. And one great big montage as well. Should be about 3 hours long. I got a lot of plans for it. I've talked about it before. But I don't want to do that until I've really proven myself as the thing. I don't want to go into that unprepared and without the proper resume from the last few years that proves that I'm going to be good, you know. I don't want to go into it and make a bunch of mistakes. Yeah, even if I started making it now and I tried my best, I'm sure I could come up with something decent, but it's like... I have so many clips and so many people who could use videos and stuff that I should do a bunch of stuff more, is what I'm saying. Or, sorry, a bunch of stuff before. That's most of the stuff I want to talk about. After this, it would just be repeating and crap. Yeah, other than that, doing pretty good. Yeah, the dark feeling thing is pretty crazy. Everyone lives in their little safety comfort bubble up until like the age of 18 to 21-ish. Depending on when adulthood slaps them in the face. I mean, you never really forget that little safety lifestyle. It's really easy to try to desperately bury the fact you're an adult, you know, down and to just kind of keep living in that comfort lifestyle, whether that means you're living with friends or you're living with family or you're, I don't know. I'm not going to be one of those people who's like, spend your entire life uncomfortable because that's the only way. I don't care about that shit. I do think that's a tool, but that also, nothing's going to save you from life. So thinking that some gritty, stoic idea is going to save you from death is stupid, you know? It's not going to make your life perfect either, so that's another way to think about it. And then on top of that, and it's like either way you're getting dark feelings, whether you're living in a safety comfort zone, and that shit could kill you, so that shit could literally kill you in various ways. I'm not trying to get negative and name those, but you know what I mean. Living in a comfort zone, doing a bunch of sins, being lazy, all that shit can kill you in various ways. And so I have gotten more used to now living and doing things that aren't as fun or aren't as comfortable or make me feel fear in a good, or not fear is never in a good way, but face that fear in a good way now is what I should say. Because when you're living in that comfort zone, you're not facing any fear and you're still feeling it, you're just like hiding from it, running from it, and it's always coming for you, you know what I mean? But when you live in a way that I'm living now, it's like 8-10 hours out of the day when you're working your butt off doing something for somebody else, you might be feeling fear, but you're facing it. You know what I mean? You're doing something. You're doing something about it. No, you don't have to work 18 hours out of the day to beat that. You know what I mean? You're never going to beat that. But at least you're facing it. That's what I'm trying to get across in this commentary. Because I just felt a lot better and a lot more courageous when I woke up today and I was like, fuck it, I don't care. Instantly got up, started working with my client, started making him stuff in 3D. You know what I mean? I was like, I'm not thinking about shit anymore. I'm done with it. Not thinking about it. I tried talking about it with somebody and then our plans instantly fall through the next day. You know what I mean? I'm sick of it. And they're mostly not falling through because of what I'm putting up to the table. They're falling through because the other person either isn't going to fulfill their end of the bargain, they don't want to get a job, all their money belongs to them, blah, 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 blah. And like I said, I'm not naming anyone in particular. This is siblings. This is friends. I always say that because it's true. Each one of them will probably could listen to this video and be like, you shit talk me all the time, Mike. Nah. I shit talk people. That's it. I don't care, you know what I mean? I don't care what you think. You're not in my life anyway, so why do you care about what I say about you in a commentary? Oh, didn't say it about you. I said it about siblings, about friends, about lovers, about old best friends, about people you used to work with. So like you always have these childhood ideas of like, let's work together and we can be the number one cat dog show. We can be the Rugrats. We can be Rocket Power. We can be Hey Arnold and what's his friend's name? Gerald. We can be somebody. We can have a house like those people in the sitcom and both of us work a job and we hate each other, but half the time, but we make a lot of random people in the crowd laugh and we get our bills paid eventually. You know what I mean? Like, you you grow up as a kid and you have these ideas in your head and then none of them, and I think that's what the darkness is. That's what the dark feeling is. It's like Satan is just shitting on the world, basically. Rich people have power. College jobs are the only ones that pay enough to actually live off of. If you could live off of low-paying jobs, it would be through teamwork, but most people don't want to do teamwork, and if you're not lucky enough to be a 6'5" Chad, you're not going to have a big enough dick and not going to have a full enough head of hair to pull the girl that could be your teamwork girl. It's just, like, ridiculous, you know what I mean? Giga Chad fucking rule the universe bullshit. Unfunny fucking people who are a quarter as funny as me. Making a bunch of money and thinking that they're great people. Meanwhile, I'm here healing my soul, laughing at something on Twitch TV or YouTube and having a better time than they have and had in weeks, you know? Excuse me. Excuse me, boss. Is that what he says? You don't know, you don't know. Fuck you. What else? Other than that, I'm doing good. There's some good video games to look forward to. I'm excited to continue the art journey and everything and the business journey. Excited that my Halo YouTube life is alive again after all these years. And people be like, well, you're only getting a couple of views on it. How does it work? Well, I got a client. You know what I mean? So yeah, me staying around and playing Halo all these years and still making videos is worth it because I got a client. You know what I mean? Who's getting multiple projects from me. And that could lead to the next client. And that could lead to me making my own video. And then me making my own video and having that pop off for the first time because I actually put all my effort into it. That could lead to a bunch of clients. You know what I mean? And you know what? Most of those things probably will happen. I wouldn't even want to say probably because it's almost guaranteed. Because there's not really anyone else out there who has my level of skill in all of those categories. You know what I mean? Halo, video editing, music creation, 3D animation, art, drawing. There's not many people who can do all of those things. You know what I mean? And do many of them as well as I can. So you see what I'm saying? I could sit there and doubt myself and be like, there's no way we could make these good changes happen for our family like this other person is doing. I don't know. It seems like every time somebody starts talking to me, it just ends up them sounding like they have no faith in me. They're acting like I'm being negative. The whole time, they're the one who's their mind is defeated, you know what I mean? They'll literally go suck their baby daddy's dick for some money instead of consult me and actually work with me because they don't want to get a job. They don't even want to get a part-time job. They don't even want to think about it, you know what I mean? It's like, it's not my house. I'm trying to come and help you pay for your house. And instead of you deciding to either sell the house and let's go figure out something else, or let's go all in and try to get the house. No one will go all in, and that's the problem. You see, that's at the end of the day, that's the fucking problem. Nobody will go all in. People are just taste testing and trying things. Oh, I'll take your cock in me 100 times, and then when I'm sexually exhausted, I'll act like you're a boring person now and crush your heart. Or if that's not the story, what else? Oh, I'll lead you along a string string you along on some idea that we're going to work together and build a business together and we're going to move out together and I believe in you. And then a year goes by and guess what? They don't believe in you. They move out by themselves. They find a relationship desperately so that they quickly, and within a week, find a relationship that they're going to pick that basically supersedes yours and they're never going to talk to you again because of it. And they won't admit that that's going on either. That's another way it turns out. And I could just go on and on. It's crazy. The reason these commentaries end up so long is because these people are so convoluted and so fucking deceptively puzzling. It's fucking annoying. Alright, I don't want to ruin this whole video. I want some part of this video to be gameplay and happiness, so. Anyway, I was happy. I just spent the last 9 hours working, but then when I finished, I realized, like, wow, I just did all that. And instead of being able to look forward to a good future with somebody that could easily happen, and wouldn't even, with a flick of a wrist and a slight bit of effort from them, it would happen, you know what I mean? I'm already set here, you know. I already got money, got more money coming in, and I'm ready to get a part-time job. For even more money. But that's not good enough, you know what I mean? Instead of believing in Mike for once, nope, that doesn't actually happen. You know, you only looked like you believed in me in front of the group chat, you know what I mean? In reality, most of these people don't believe in themselves, you know. They either don't believe in themselves or they're completely taken over by Satan and they only care about their bank account and who they're fucking. Like, that's it. And I'm not saying those people, some of those aren't money successful money wise, but when it comes to emotionally, how they treat their family members, this and that, do they listen to people? No, none of those. They've completely sold their soul to the devil. There's literally devil walkers who they got this. Yeah, they still got a little Grinch heart beating inside of them that once in a while reminds them that they were your sibling or they used to be your girlfriend or they used to be your friend back at the end of college or something. But overall, they're literally taken over by Satan. Like, I don't want to say that, but that's just the truth. If that wasn't the truth, guess what? I would have moved out with one of my siblings. If that wasn't the truth, guess what? One of my relationships that I hand-picked and crafted perfectly would have worked. No, I handed them an origami flower basket that was beautiful with our names on it, and they loved it. And then 2 years later, when they got bored, they fucking crushed it inside their mind. You know what I mean? It's literal and figurative. And I could just keep on going and keep on going. Like, you're better off. Like, I'm better off banking on my nephew who doesn't seem to show any interest in making music and stuff anymore. You know what I mean? Like, I'm better off just banking random hopes and dreams and not even talking to him and that. Or I'm better off banking on my younger nephew who's got a great personality and he could be like a YouTube star because he's just that kind of kid. I'm better off banking on his future, you know what I mean? Than any adult, any fearmonger, any rich person, any ex-girlfriend, any future girlfriend. Literally better off banking on kids. And that's not even a joke. It's literally, like, not even slightly. Like, yeah, if you have big $1 million and you live in New York and there's a bunch of fucking movers and shakers and groovers around you who work really hard, yeah, I'm sure you can find somebody who's a fucking grade A partner, right? Grade A business partner or a grade A lover or whatever the fuck you're looking for. Grade A housemate, whatever it takes. Whatever gets you through your life in a decent way, right? But anyone in any state that's somewhat rural or somewhat poor, good luck. Good luck. There ain't no way I just got that unlucky, you know what I mean? There ain't no way. So many quality, smart people just dropped the fucking ball in my life. So, like I said, some of them are mad successful money-wise, but they ain't really left any standing impact in my life besides extreme darkness. You know? And that's just truthful at the end of the day. Anyways, I'm feeling excited. I feel like now when I get these dark feelings coming up and these feelings of hopelessness, that I actually can face them more often now. So yeah, I'll be working on 3D animations and projects somewhere between 4 to 8 hours and more if I'm getting paid every day for the foreseeable future, and we'll see where that goes. I'm not going to make any other plans really. And yeah, that's pretty much it for me. Feeling a lot better. Gonna be juicing this week. Health is feeling way, way, way better real quick. What else? Like, not even joking a little bit, like, insanely better. Like, from a 3 out of 10 to, like, a 9 out of 10, 8 out of 10. And I could probably make it better pretty quick, too. With a few more changes and a little bit better habits. So sorry for talking you guys' ear off. Hopefully things go differently from now on. Hopefully I can learn this shit. It's always the same thing at the end of the day. It's always the same problem, though. People act like problems come from within, or they act like anger comes from within, or they act like you're only got dark feelings because you haven't taken responsibility for your blah, 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 blah. Meanwhile, they're just wrong, and I'm more responsible than them. Yeah, they have a job and they have a big fat bank account, but they're not willing to spend that on family health. You know what I mean? And meanwhile, you got me willing to spend the last of my pennies on family health. you know, family health, family living expenses and stuff. So that shows me that Satan has completely eaten their heart. I don't know what happened to them, if they got brainwashed when they went into college, or like somebody hit them with a fucking the Men in Black shit and warped their fucking brain. I don't know. But none of these people have ever even slightly impressed me with their generosity, with their humor. And they used to impress me with their humor. A lot of these people used to impress me with their humor. That's why I liked them, you know what I mean? That's why I liked my siblings. That's why I liked my friends. That's why I liked my girlfriends. Back when we were younger, their humor was something that I really enjoyed, you know what I mean? Something that I looked up to. Now we're adults and it's like, wow, they don't even seem like they have that side to them at all. And if they do, they just share it with whoever they're fucking, or whoever's paying them large money, you know? They literally won't share it with anyone who used to have love with them. Anyways, I don't want to go on and on and on, but I'm just trying to get to the root of what the fuck I'm feeling right now. But it's kind of hard. Holy shit, it's already 1:48. See what I mean? Like, when you start working on shit, your day just fucking melts. And not working on shit because you're bored or desperate, but working on it because you have an unending passion and a new drive for life. And somebody you want to somebody you want to be great for, you know, somebody you want to do something good for, whether they're paying you money or not. It's just still want to do a good job for them. Okay. We're not going to Sci-Town here now. I think we're about to hop on board with some islets. Some islets. Some islets. I said that because I was itching my eye. Yeah, but like I said, you're better off just, and this is obvious advice everyone says, but they don't say like what happens otherwise. That's what I'm good at. I can see the negative and shit. Only somebody who's had the love of their life turn into Satan can really even come close to what I'm talking about. Only when you've seen true dark side, true evil, you know. All right, one last other little thing is people do this all the time. Like, if you complain even a little bit about somebody, they'll like defend that person or make excuses for that person. And then literally in the same message, they'll complain about that person themselves. It's so annoying. I'll give you some examples. One of my ex-girlfriends did it. Like, they would always complain about their parents and like make it seem like they were trying to get away from their parents because they weren't good for them. And then when I noticed one of their parents was a piece of fucking shit and said anything, then I'm like instantly the bad guy, worth crushing my heart almost just for even not liking the darkness from that person. You know what I mean? It's just so, and it's always like that. It's so fucking annoying. Someone who's bipolar, they got dementia, they're a drug addict, they've attacked family members 17 times in the last fucking 2 years, and I got a problem with it. Or just let them. It's okay, they're gonna get over it, blah, blah, blah. Just love and be loved, Mike, and it'll be... They talk to me like I'm a fucking child complaining about nothing. And then 2 seconds later, they complain about something that wasn't even a quarter of as bad as what I went through. You know what I mean? It's like, okay, fuck you. You're so fucking annoying. Like, I wanted you to be a teammate. I wanted you to understand. It seemed like you were going to be good. And you instantly, I don't know if you absorbed their fucking energy today or what the fuck happened to you. You instantly turned into the most undependable, unreliable, depressed fuck, hiding it from people with a womanly... Women will use their good looks to, like, hide the fact that they're dark. Or they're depressed. Or that they've completely lost all motivation for life. Or that they... are lying through their teeth half the fucking time about the stuff they say. Or they're like, give you half honesty, or you know what I mean? So it seems like they're confessing, but actually it's way worse and stuff like that. So you never know what you're doing. Basically, the point of this commentary is you never know what you're dealing with when you're dealing with other people, no matter how much you think you know. And you're just, if you can, and you're not on your last, at the end of the rope, you might as well double down on yourself, focus on yourself, find people who can actually pay you, give you money, want your services. Work for yourself, save that shit up. Like I said, I don't like being a selfish person, but if you're unfortunately in that circumstances, the situation that like me, then you have to be, because you can't afford to devote any energy to somebody's false promises, Oh, we're going to make a bunch of birria tacos and make a bunch of food for the family. It's going to be a great couple of years. Nothing happens. Oh, we're going to move out and nothing happens. Oh, we're going to own a business together. Nothing happens. Oh, we're going to get married. Nothing happens. Every one of those times you were like more than willing, ready, even put in work for those dreams. And I could just go on and on. I'm not going to go farther than that. But that's the difference, That's the difference. Are you going to live your life hoping for somebody's fantasy dream that they're just not even putting work into? Or are you going to put your work into your fantasy dream and make that one happen? You know what I mean? And that's life at the end of the day. People think that they just can, like I said, mosey on through and all of a sudden they're 45 and they could have done so much shit in the last 20 years and they ain't done shit. It's like they could learn more about themselves just by being humble for a second and listening to this one video I made and then changing their life in the same way I just changed mine, and I'm going to continue. Or they can keep living the way they have been and lose their fucking house and lose their fucking heart and lose their fucking family members because they spent all their time making money or spent all their time searching for lust. Love doesn't exist in that way. Love, or quote unquote love between a man and a woman is just lust. The love is the child that comes out. Now I'm just getting really philosophical, and really offensive, but it's true. Everything I say is just so fucking true. People think I'd like say this and I just like believe every damn word on my mouth. No, I say this because I'm channeling the truth of my life, I'm channeling real shit that I've actually felt and went through. That's it. You know what I mean? The kind of shit like I said, you can only learn when you've developed a deep love with somebody and then they turn into Satan and crush that love. You can only feel real darkness then. When something you love is crushed. That's the weird, creepy thing about the world that people don't want to deal with. And most of them don't. And then they end up losing their house or begging to their ex-baby daddy, who they haven't been with in 20 years, but somehow they're still begging. Like, these people would rather... They're so stubborn and weird. Like, you'll have ex-girlfriends who will go back to some weird, ugly one of their exes to fuck with you. They probably could have found someone better looking or new, and they just, did it to fuck with you. Or they'll, you offer them help, but you're not their ex-baby daddy, so you can't actually help them, so you're not even barely worth talking to. And, you know what I mean? It's just there's always something that is so frustrating. It makes you want to punch a fucking wall. It makes you want to hit your head against a wall. It's literally fear getting injected into you from the other person. You know what I mean? That's why I felt so shit in some of my relationships with girls, because it was just I didn't know why, and now I do. I was getting literal fear injected into me from somebody who was incapable of committing, incapable of loving forever. They don't even know what love is. They're just lusters. Most of them go around lusting things. Lusting for things. That's their entire fucking life, basically. Everyone goes around acting like you should be able to magically transform them with love or something. And then they act like that, but then at the end of the day, they just want a taller dude. They want a dude with more money and a better car. They want just a new person. It doesn't even matter who they are. It's new stuff. It's crazy. I feel like I've wasted too much time dealing with these people, and I've learned enough from dealing with their shit. I'd be better off spending the next 20 years only working with clients, only working on projects, only working at jobs, only working on my health. Like, that's it. You know? Unfortunately, that's it. Well, anyways, that's my big commentary. Sorry, it went on way longer than I thought it would. And again, I wouldn't even have had to waste this time making this commentary, but all the plans and everything I just pumped a bunch of energy to in the last 2 days has been altered. All of a sudden for like no reason. Anyways. Yeah, that's basically it. My tips after all that is just, be ready to face darkness on a daily basis, dark feelings, fear. Don't ever give up on that. Take care of your health. Don't ever stop going back to that childlike state who likes to take walks and look at nature and do yoga and take deep breaths and meditate and try to connect with your spirit or God or whatever you call it on the inside, your life force. Don't stop getting excited for food. Don't ever stop loving your dog and your turtle and your pets and your cats. I know that all this stuff sounds obvious, but all this stuff is basically your only true weapons of love, and if you do have a kid, that's love, or it can be love, and you can definitely use that, something that propels you through life in a good way. But yeah, don't ever think you're required to love exes. Don't ever think you're required to love who you're with, even if you're currently with somebody who's dark. Learn that from from the dark romantic dreams I have often over the course of the last 7 years is what I mean. Don't ever think you're required to love parents or listen to them, especially if they've gone down a bad route. That's a very bad idea. Because the reason that's super bad is because there's a kid in you that wants to look up to that person, and that person could very well be the worst person to look up to, and they could even be so mentally destroyed that they would physically attack you with knives or something. I don't want to be mean, but a lot of old people fucking have clearly given up on life, and talking to them could ruin your day or your life. I'm not even kidding. Like, talking to my grandparents, looking back on it, was dark a lot of the times because it just felt like they didn't care about me at all, and now I kind of see why. I don't think they could easily care about anything at that point. My parents are growing older, and they're just increasingly difficult to deal with and give increasingly dark feelings. So that's another reason why. Like I said, I don't want to be mean to old people. There's a lot of great old people out there, I'm sure. A lot of them are probably tougher than me, tougher than I'll ever be. But at the end of the day, that doesn't change the fact that I don't know if it's healthy to associate with them. Sometimes if it's not the perfect one who held their life together well, I don't know. I think it's bad. I think it's really bad. Could lead to anger, could lead to homicidal thoughts, could lead to a crazy fight that kills somebody, could lead to something worse. I'm just glad I'm carving out this little niche for myself for now, Animation, video editing, art, gaming, YouTube. And then I'll expand that as I go along. But I'm not requiring myself to finish a video in a month. I'm not requiring nothing. I'm just requiring that. Okay, yeah, I'm requiring something. I'm just requiring that I keep the ball rolling. I at least work on something, a minimum, there's a habitual ritual. There's a routine, at least somewhat of a routine that happens every day. That's all I'm requiring, And I think that's a good way to do it if you're in a situation like me and you can afford. You might be in a worse situation and you do have to require crazy amounts of work from yourself, but hopefully that's not the case. And I'm not saying not even one of these people might turn around and prove me wrong. I'm not saying that. I never said that. I hope one of them does. I hope 2 of them, 3 of them do, and we all work together. I'm not gonna lose that hope. Don't. And that's another tip I'm saying. Don't lose that hope in the back of your head, but don't live for it it can't change what you're doing today unless it's happening for sure. You know what I mean? Those little false dreams all those people sold me on shouldn't be changing what I'm doing today, you know? I shouldn't be editing parkour videos for some douche who's not going to pay me money just because we're friends. No. That was a bad use of my time, you know? I made excuses for myself back then to do it because we're friends and because it was contributing to me learning video editing and stuff and blah, blah, blah. But at the end of the day, nah, it's bad memories. I wish I didn't do it. I wish I did something for somebody who actually cared about me. You know what I mean? And just try to, you know, I might be annoying or you might hate listening to my rambling or this or that or whatever. But at the end of the day, try to at least take something I said and apply it in a good way to your life and then tell me I'm wrong. You know what I mean? Because if you took something I said and applied it to a good way or applied it in a good way to your life, then my video was a success, you know? Even if it's just a small improvement in your life, it's a success. My video is a success just even if no one listens to it because it's helping me, you know what I mean? I'm venting bullshit. I'm figuring out what I'm going to do from now on. I'm figuring out how to address all these broken-hearted adults in the world that I'm inevitably going to have to deal with to live, you know? I'm sitting there like the last 3 years like thinking I'm the biggest failure on the planet. Meanwhile, you got drug-addicted siblings. You got siblings with Satan in their heart who have completely given up love altogether. People will lie too. They'll say they'll completely act like they're not like that, and then you won't see them for a year. You know what I mean? There's being selfish, and then there's complete fucking evil abandonment, ghosting people. There's not really a fine line there. A little bit of selfishness to make yourself some money, or a little bit of selfishness to do something nice for yourself, fine. But if you're someone's family, or you're a boyfriend or girlfriend, or you're supposed to be one of their best friends, you can't do that. You can't ghost. You can't abandon for a year and act like you still got love vibes. No, you don't. You literally did everything in your power to kill those vibes. It's you can sacrifice, but if you know what I mean? It'd be like if the second I moved out of my house, if I just, and I might be better off financially, but I don't know if I'd be better off in any other way. If the second I moved out of my house, if I just never talked to anyone in my family again, and I just stuck with that girlfriend or stuck with a different girlfriend afterwards, and just that's what I did with the rest of my life. Or moved out with one of the buddies who wanted to move out at that point. And just never looked back. That's literally what these people do, you know what I mean? That's what the shitty girlfriends I've had have done. That's what the shitty friends, that's what my siblings have done. So you tell me, where in there is love? Where in there is a reasonable amount of sacrifice towards your loved ones? Oh, there isn't. You've completely been taken over by Satan, and you would never admit that to people, and you would rather let them sit there and miss you and think that you're coming back eventually when you're not. You know what I mean? That's what these people do. They want you to sit there and believe in them still and love them, even though they're not doing it for you. At the end of the day, they're buying things for themselves. They're making money for themselves. They're getting tattoos. They're spending money on them. They're getting pets. They're spending money on their new boyfriend or their new girlfriend. They're spending, you know what I mean? It's crazy. These people think they still own you when they've done everything in their power to kill off the bridges, burn the bridges, you know? So anyways, I can't feel that anymore in my life. It's the most dark, depressing, puzzling feeling. It doesn't do anything good for you. You don't learn any good lessons. You could learn all this shit through a guru or meditation or a year of loneliness in prison, or there's so many other ways to learn all this shit. You don't need to learn it by missing a girlfriend for 7 years or missing a sibling for 5 years or thinking that you're going to move out with another sibling and create a great life together and then go your separate ways after y'all have done that. No, you can't do that. You know what I mean? It's all, everything I've described is either past fantasy or future fantasy. It's not something that's happening in the present, you know? So anyways, I don't mean to be the Debbie Downer of the YouTube for today, but I'm feeling good, and I need to vent the darkness that these motherfuckers have laid on my life. And that's, at the end of the day, that's why I made this commentary. I'm here trying to blend them up a smoothie. I'm here trying to get a part-time job and help them out. I'm here editing them videos. I'm here doing this and that, and what are they doing for me, you know? I'm not even asking for much. Asking for a little bit of faith, you know? A little bit of love. That's about it. So anyways, we're going to hop into the game. Sorry for the crazy, stupid commentary and everything, but that's what you get when you deal with 10,000 stupid people in a row. But we're doing good. Got a lot of good plans for the terabyte of Halo clips I have, and I feel like people... I'm finally feeling like people really appreciate me as a player and a YouTuber, you know? I don't care if there's a couple of guys who come around and dislike my shit. If I like that, they come and dislike my shit at the end of the day, because I wouldn't be doing nothing right if there wasn't no haters, right? That's what I tell myself every time I see a fucking hater, is just like, oh, you mad that I'm better than you at your favorite game and I took those childhood dreams and actually tried. That's what you mad about. You don't care about how my voice is nasally. You don't care about anything. You just hate your fucking life. And you hate the fact that, and at the end of the day, I'm a nice enough guy that I would still be your friend, but you're not a nice enough guy to be my friend. That's the truth at the end of the day. That's why these people can't take it. They can't shake it. They're too desperately chasing after their 30-year-old girlfriends. And I'm talking about some guy on Halo right now that I'm thinking of, but you know what I mean. They're too busy then some of these people have actually been my friends before, and then they just randomly turn into haters for no reason and started disliking my shit on YouTube. I didn't even do anything to them. The only thing that happened was we hadn't played together for a long time. I think because they have a job, and then we matched each other randomly. And I don't even know if they knew it was me at first, but I was on a Smurf, and I fucking destroyed both of them on Last Resort. And then after that, one of them called me a killer, said I was good at the game, and then 3 months later, they were just not my friends anymore. So, people are fucking weird, dude. And it's just like, that's the kind of person that's disliking my shit? Okay. Some guy that I would rather just be friends with, but they're... And that's another thing. That's another way you can find out if you're doing things right. Do you feel like you would be their partner again? Do you feel like you would still give them a shot? Do you feel like you're improving even though they left a dark void in your life? Do you feel, you know what I mean? If you can say yes to even some of those, guess what? You're on the right path. It's not your job to stop haters. It's not your job to even react to them. It's not your job to feel bad because you've disappointed the hater that's going to hate you no matter what. No. That's what I've always, ever since the beginning of YouTube, I've made myself feel like shit whenever somebody hates on my stuff, but it's just made, at the end of the day, it's helped me growing up, or it's helped me grow up, and now it's like, you could send 10,000 dislikes, I would just laugh, you know what I mean? You could find 10,000 people to sign a petition that I'm fucking annoying, and I would just laugh. I don't fucking care. I'll still be your fucking friend. That's the difference. I'll still blend you up a smoothie. I'll still give your mom a back rub. Right, heck, I'll give your fucking weird dad a back rub. Like, I'm the nicest fucking dude, so none of this shit makes no sense, dude. I give the nicest back rubs. I'm very selfless. Yeah, I probably could have had a job for a little bit longer and saved up a little bit better, and yeah. But at the end of the day, like, I'm a valuable person, you know? I'm worth loving, not worth leaving. I'm worth believing in. I'm not worth selling me on false ideas and then yanking them away the next day because you lost faith in yourself. And that's another thing. If you go in on a plan with somebody, I don't care what it is, marriage, brotherly gym ownership, this or that, and you believe in yourself, and the other person, whether they're successful or not, they might not believe in themselves even 1%, you know what I mean, to do anything that requires any type of faith. They might believe in themselves to go work that job and get that paycheck and make themselves vanity obsessed and money obsessed, but they don't believe in themselves to actually go out on a risk and chase dreams. You know what I mean? And who, at the end of the day, who lived a better life, right? Who lived a better life? The person who chased their fucking dreams and tried and failed, or the person who went for mediocre land and made a paycheck and bought a house? And that's fine if you want to do that, but you shouldn't be selling people on big grandiose dreams then, you know what I mean? If that, you know what I mean? That's the problem. People, like I said, they're non-committal, they can't commit. And they'll often just make commitments and then switch them to something else that their new self wants. And when I did that to myself, now I look back on that and that's one of my greatest regrets, you know? I had these grand commitments and grand ideas when it came to YouTube and video editing. And then I switched them to chasing after a girlfriend and chasing after business with family members and friends. And none of those things ever turned into anything good, you know? So I was like, I literally gave up the one thing I loved that I really made for myself, basically. And now I'm basically at the point where I'm going to fight for that back. I'm fighting back for that for the rest of my life or whatever. I'm fighting for that. And that's what my channel's going to be, you know. It's always going to have games on there because I love games and I think there's something that help people through life and they help people be happy in a good way. But there's going to be a lot more, you know. So Mike on a mic is going to be Mike on a mic. Mike on a bike. Mike biking across Japan. Mike learning Japanese. Mike teaching people how to edit videos. Mike sharing his art. Mike doing this, Mike, you know what I mean? So that's basically how my channel is going to evolve, and hopefully you guys can join me over the next couple of years, and we'll see, you know, maybe a couple of years from now we'll look back on this day and be like, damn, Mike, you actually did all that crazy shit you were rambling about, you know what I mean? And that's how I feel. I never really felt like that before. I've had these ideas, but I've never really felt like they were even somewhat possible. I just knew I had to believe, and now I actually feel it, you know what I mean? So I'm not going to lose that feeling just because there's dark feelings that come in the morning and they take away that confidence I had and those good dream feelings I had. You can't give up. You can't give up. Never give up. That's literally the motto for me for the rest of my life. Giving up is the worst thing you can do. It's one thing to quit in one avenue and then to simultaneously continue in something else. It's another thing to just quit and let your life stagnate and die, you know. And then you have to pick up the pieces like a lot of us in our 20s and 30s end up having to do at any age too, but I like to talk to, like, you know, people around my age. Anyways, let's have some fun, right? See how this game is. Good old normal. You all know I'm good enough for hard, but I'm not trying to get no fucking stress. Oh yeah, isn't this the Metroidvania that like changes and shit? This is gonna be kind of cool. Oh, this is already exciting me for the future of Metroidvanias with this. Oh yeah, this is really creative. I don't know why, but I know this game isn't really like it, but it kind of makes you want to give that Vernal Edge game a shot. Vernal Edge. That's a weird one to say. Because it's got like these floating sky islands or something like that. That game isn't really that much like this game, but in that one regard with the floating islands, I think they're kind of similar. Yeah, like, I don't think I've ever truly believed that I could be a game designer. I've always wanted to, but I've never believed it. But all it took was just a couple days of 3D animation. And I just, like, all those feelings from back when I was like 20-ish years old, 19. All those feelings just rushed in and they were stronger, you know? Like, I instantly felt like, dude, you are smart enough to do this. Dude, you do have the work ethic. Dude, you do got a nice computer. You can put together a game yourself. Dude, you got the internet now. Dude, you got, you know what I mean? Like, it just like hit me again. I was like, oh shit. This is like the perfect job for me. And it's one that I can, and the fun thing about it is, it's infinitely complex, so I can literally spend the next 20 years of my life working towards it, you know what I mean? And working at it, and practicing, and there's no shame, and it's a very popular medium too, so there's, even if I don't reach the peak of my skill, and the peak of myself, right? It's a very popular medium that a lot of people love. So it's like working in these fields that I like is just a good idea. Because you don't need to be the best. You just need to be somebody with passion, who keeps going, who keeps the ball rolling, who's got a routine and keeps working. That's all you need. You don't need to go from zero to hero in a day. And once the truth of that starts to set in and you actually start to take those steps on a daily basis, it's like, damn. Okay, maybe I can reach the peak, you know? You go from the person who didn't even think you could start to the person who's like, I'm ready to fucking do this whole trip. I'm ready to finish this whole journey out, man. You know what I mean? And yeah, you're going to wake up some days, like I said, where that goes away, but you can't let that trick you. That's Satan. You know what I mean? The same reason your ex left you, the same reason your sibling doesn't want to move out and build a business with you, the same reason that your friends let you down and turned their backs on you and said disgusting things to you. It's all because at some point they woke up and Satan was basically in their head or whatever, you know, fear was in their head ruling them. And then you ended up feeling that somehow, you know? In one way or another. So anyways, I think I got to the bottom of this shit. I feel a lot better about all that. No way, what's going on here? Am I still recording here? No, we're good. It's got like a writing. It's like putting just like normal text on the screen, but it's got like a pencil writing, like a pen writing noise. It's kind of weird. Paper Mario. What are you trying to fucking be a Banjo-Kazooie player? What is that shit? Or Banjo-Kazooie NPC? One last thing I just felt as that screen opened up. I just felt that fear hit me again. Even though I just said all that shit to you guys. right for no reason. I stopped talking for 1 second. I got a rush in my head, and it was basically fear in my head, and it said, "Yeah, when you wake up tomorrow, you're not going to be good at 3D, and you're going to give up, and whatever you make isn't going to be good enough for your client." And see what I mean? It's disgusting how dark Satan and fear is, and how it's in every person. It's so disgusting. But you just got to keep with that core of those ideas I've been saying, because if that's you and you embody those things, no matter how disgusting that feeling is, you can prove it wrong every day. You know what I mean? Just because one day's a failure or one day you don't make enough progress, it doesn't matter. Just repeatedly talk down. And it might take something like this where you're just talking and talking, or thinking and thinking, or meditating and meditating. Don't try any avenue to beat fear, because if you can overcome that fear, you can do anything. You can it's crazy what you can do. You could go on one day from feeling like a complete loser who doesn't have any motivation to do anything, and the next day, if you actually spent that day well, to almost completely transforming yourself in a day. It's crazy. But that's literally what I just did. I was like 2 days ago or 3 days ago or something, I was fucking ready to give up on life. You know what I mean? Today I woke up, got out of bed, hopped on the editing program, and started getting working. You know what I mean? That's what I did. Would have never done that before. You know, especially if I wasn't getting paid. Anyways, I'll shut up now. This guy's feeling like me, dude. This is the perfect game. Perfect game. Don't give up. Eco. Ico. Eco. Oh, he's lying. No, he's not lying. He's just leaving out the negativity so he doesn't have to spread it to them. These noises are so fucking weird, dude. A dozen villages. Look at me and my big head, what? Snoot. That'd be a funny nickname for one of my dogs. What's up, little Snoot? Ooh, what the fuck? This shit actually looks way better in person than it did in the videos. Like, the animations are smoother, and I don't know about his eye twigging out every time he slices. Oops. The little effects on the screen and stuff. Did we just crash and I wasn't paying attention? The classic Metroidvania thing where, like, you can't go to the left yet and stuff. Alright, let's get going here. What's this mean? You can go left or right, but not really, though, bro. Need a double jump or something. Wait, does he run faster after you roll? Seems like it. That's kind of an interesting little mechanic. Oh, you got some good old directional slicing. At least up. And that's what studying mechanics gets you, bitch. This you could probably abuse the shit out of these arrows, but I'm just gonna go with the generic boy shit. Oops. Uh-oh, how do I get those back? Yeah, you can't get over there without the roll. The roll thing was probably super obvious after, like, 2 screens, though, so I don't know why I'm like... Hold X, what? Oh, hold K, what? I'm not reading that. I'm playing Hollow Knight, everybody. Oh shit, I don't even see you. Why are you doing that to me, bro? Bullshit. Why doesn't this attack lunge you so far? These rooms are a little bit boxy for my taste, but they look nice. It's got its own, like, feel to the movement. It's pretty responsive, but it's got, like, a little bit of that. Wait, why if I go back and forth, or am I just continuously going to the left, though? That's weird. I wonder if it does that on the controller. Yeah, that's weird. I guess that doesn't matter that much, but it's weird. I've played Momodora, you can't trick me. Little save point Healy Magoo. I figured it was attacking enemies. Every game does that shit. I mean, I guess it's a good way to do it. The little animation for the bow and arrow is pretty cool. We might have already missed some secrets, but whatever. There's like a little bit of lag when you... Or it's not... It's not input lag, but it's like programmed in lag that makes the game feel a little bit more... I don't know, nuanced? And nuanced is probably the word. Nope. I refuse. Kind of expected different music than this. It's alright, though. Ow. Okay, that jump's a little too good. Frickin' Momodora root vegetables. Now we're stuck going this way. Yeah, this game just went free, like, right when I finally played it, so I could have just waited. Okay, Hollow Knight. Just call everything Hollow Knight. Hollow Knight invented video games. And any game that's like it also did. But not this one. Not the current one that I'm judging. I like how he stabs forward. Niche. Oh, I want to jump that shit just in case something happened, dude. I wonder if you can jump that. Probably not, but... Yeah, you get schmoovin' with that roll. Holy crap. I'll be niching all you guys down. Oh, invisible wall. I wasn't expecting that. There's like no Metroidvanias with invisible walls ever. Like that. Oh shit. Oh, jumped right into it. Oh, almost dead too. Shit, this game's kind of hard. Yeah, the nuanced movement will get you hit at first for sure. Not you, bird. All your arrows are heat-seeking too, that's kind of cool. Alright. What's up, bird brain? Oh. Ah, no, I'm gonna die, bro. What the fuck? How do you heal? No, dude, I want to redo stuff. I want the game to feel good. If I have to redo stuff, I'm gonna hate the game. And there's like nowhere with a save point. Does it save? Of course I'm picking that one. Well, I got some HP somehow. For now. Oh, you can redo it. Never mind. Not as exciting. Yeah, we gotta go this way to Death Mountain over here. Okay, those don't do that much damage. Oh, they help though. Can I... Yeah, I didn't know if I was gonna roll into him if I just tried to instantly buffer roll. That's what they want you to do. Okay. It's not quite as hard as I thought. You can instantly roll up the opposite direction. It's got me falling onto these enemies here. Where are they? Oh, yeah, yes, yes, yes. Two keys. Let's get the heck out of here. Oh, shit. Oh, that thing's pretty creepy. You know, that music literally sounds like Smash Bros. Brawl for a second. Oh, this is easy. I got this. No, I don't got this. Wait, does he stop? Oh, he stops. Okay. That would have been good to know. Oh. No, I pressed the wrong button. That was my dodge button on Momodora. Oh shit. He won't stop. It literally sounds like he started making this music and it just copies Brawl and then it stops after the beginning of it. Do 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 do. Ah, no! Ah! Oh, we got it, we got it. No, no, no! You fucking bird. Oh my god. That shouldn't have been so hard. It was literally that one time I fucking, shot an arrow instead of rolling. Threw it off pretty much the whole fight. I want to go back. Nah, every time I go back and save, it just turned out that I shouldn't have. Brave mouse. So he's a mouse? Yeah, boss fight was pretty good. Let's get our fucking juice here. What's this? Yeah, baby! Power me up. We knew it was something good. Ooh! I got that swaggy little spin around jump. Gotta like that. Got our health bar back. Got a pointless corner of the map that does nothing. Ah! Not so pointless. Whoa, card dimension. think that's one reason people hate video game, or like there's haters of video games, is like, they're so afraid about life that anything that they don't understand, they just basically hate. You know what I mean? It'd be like if I spent all my time hating Taylor Swift, or like hating people who like popular music, or hating people who like famous people. I don't, you know, yeah, I don't like famous people, but I'm not going to waste any of my life hating on people who do, you know what I mean? Because I know I like people and things that other people might think is stupid. Okay. What does this do? Am I missing something? Can we only go to this one right now? Oh. Alright. So, like, let you re-chal them? What's going on there? And here's how we get back. You just know it, they fucking put some spots where the double jump, like, unlocks a secret, and I don't want to find them. Oh no, the more you play it, the more the... It's scary at first because you think that you're gonna, like, lunge into an enemy if you keep on attacking, but once you realize it... I like when games use, like... old ideas, but they bring them in a way that just feels so new, you know? Basically is what I'm trying to say. Like, on the surface, this game doesn't look that... It might look too similar to other Metroidvanias, or too generic of an experience or something, but it really don't feel like that when you're playing it. Oh, shit. Guy got some health on him. These crabs are the easy enemies that... I don't even know if you can get hurt by attacking them at all. They have to, like, lunge at you or something. Oh, shit. I was just gonna go back to that first area. What's this? I'm not the biggest fan of, like, atmospheric music. Like, I don't mind it. It's not offensive. It's just... I kind of like... music that's got more of a beat to it, I guess. More of a tune. Something that gets caught in your head a little bit more. But this is nice and relaxing for me right now, though. Sky City, huh? Yep, he just wants me to go back, like, the double jump area in the beginning. Pretty much, I think. This might be, like, the only way to get there for some reason, but... Or maybe this is the wrong one. Can you attack those? It's got the classic Metroidvania fucking crabs walking around and shit. Some of these other enemies are pretty cool, though. Yeah, like, I could be checking all this shit, but I just don't know. I don't think I care that much. I don't know if I can get down there by getting hurt, shit. Oh, duh. Guess the double jump's pretty good. What are you weaklings trying to fight me about? Alright, you might not want to shoot all your arrows, buddy. Slurping up the juices, baby. probably should save that for the second guy. What the hell was that thing? I like that you can rapid fire the arrows too. That's kind of cool. Oh yeah, we have double jump. I'm like worried here. We got double jump. Now I took a hit though. That's not good. You dick. Wait, does he even give me anything? Why am I fighting him? Because he's blocking my path. God damn it. Yo, what the fuck? That guy does so much damage if you run into... Oh, I'm fucked, dude. And I was just so confident and happy. God damn it. How is this shit? Oh. I probably won't use that currency, so that was a bad choice, but... What does that say? Oh, those are pretty cool. That might have been a save point back there. Oh, good, thank you. I'm gonna get tilted at some point in this game when I die, though, that's for sure. I'm gonna try to go back, even though it's probably a waste of time to double backtrack like I am about to do, but... Alright. This game is surprising around every corner, it seems like. No wonder there is a lot of people who liked it. One of those games, you judge it by its cover, you might not think it's something that's up your alley, but it ends up... Like it looks like, yeah, he auto-aims the sword a little bit too, that's pretty cool. I got hit, fuck. Kind of frustrating how fast, like if you're just putzing around and you want to like play with enemies and then you get hit. I guess though, it's not like these areas would take long to get through if you had to go redo them though. Oh, this was a fucking rock and I didn't even like put 2 and 2 together. It's so stupid. Yeah, I like how he like auto slices in the right direction. That's pretty cool. It wouldn't even have to be like that, but it just looks good and it plays smoothly, so. See, like I was going the right way and I'm just wait. That's how I always do shit. It's like, Mike, just keep going. It's like the story of my life. Mike, just keep going. You're doing the right thing. There's a douchebag over there. Don't worry about the douche, Mike. But I hate him. He's annoying. There's a path back there that's taunting me. Like, that's literally my life. Oh, I didn't know I fucking did that shit. Fuck you. Now we're getting to the rage on this game. Oh, and I can't go back. That's pretty cool, but... Fuck you. I want my HP. Got the nice quick save points. Can't complain about that. Okay, it kind of felt like that one was just like doomed to kill me though. Oh, okay, I get it. Kinda. What are you? There's an up there. There's me here. I wonder if I left that screen, if that would still be broken. That's probably a good chance to check. Oh wait, you drop currency? Don't mind if I do then. So we're gonna play a little bit more, and then I'm gonna head out. I want to play some other games and relax. I had a good day working, and I just don't want to get into the mindset that, like I said, that fear. Because, like, what also happens is, even when you do start changing your life for the better, fear will use that against you too, apparently, because it's happening to me right now. So I changed my life for the better. Things are feeling better. I got things to be excited about. So guess what? I have things to lose now. I have things I have responsibilities, blah, blah, blah. You can't let that stop you. You can't let that beat you. Because right now I'm letting it beat me, and it's saying, hey Mike, if you don't hop back on there and spend the rest of your night desperately trying to learn 3D programs, it's not gonna work. That's not true. You know what I mean? I can gladly take off the rest of my night, play games, watch streams, eat a snack, relax, sleep well, wake up the next day, spend 4 to 8 hours working, and I'll be just fine. You know what I mean? It's so fucking crazy what the mind does. And what people don't help each other through. We're all, like, better at giving each other advice and worse at helping ourselves through fear and stuff in life. The music channels on YouTube that I go to for making my montages for Halo are releasing, like, a fuck ton of music, so it seems like a good timing. I'm trying to release a bunch of videos and get all these fucking clips out of my hard drive. The problem I have, though, is I don't want everything on one YouTube channel. And if I had a faster internet connection, I could put it on more than one channel or back it up. I don't know what to do. I guess my best bet is just to hope my YouTube channel doesn't get taken down, and then down the road download a bunch of my favorite videos and keep them somewhere on an extra hard drive or something. Or two. That's probably my best bet, honestly. It's a little risky, but everything else would just take too much time or sacrifice for just a maybe. I probably can't hurt these guys. I feel like that screen could be a little more dangerous. I like where it was going. I wonder how many secrets... I must have missed like 3 secrets already. At least 1, right? Alright, these guys are no problem. Almost got hit again there. Now, when are they going to let me pogo off of enemies? When's that coming? It seems like Hollow Knight's like right around the corner because they're like teasing shit about it today. It's on the like Microsoft. And I don't want to get excited about it because it's April Fool's and everything. The only reason I'm kind of getting excited about... Exciting. Oh, okay, we got that. The only reason I'm getting excited... 4% only, what the fuck? I thought this game was about to be short. The only reason, I'm getting excited about this all is because last time Microsoft was also kind of like the one announcing Silk Song's release when they said it was coming to Games Path. I can't talk. It was coming to games. What is it called? Game Pass. It was coming to game. I don't even know what it's called. It was coming to Game Pass last summer or whatever. So they probably recognize that as a failure. So if they're willing to say it again on April Fool's, like hint at us that it's coming soon, it's probably coming soon. It's just kind of weird to me that if it is coming like this summer or like, and it's September-ish, like why aren't they letting us know right now, you know? I feel like, wouldn't they lose sales by not telling the release date? I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong and it's just not coming out till next year. But I like how there's like a lot of paths where you could just like go down like a unreturnable Metroidvania area. The little dodge roll thing is like kind of cool. Probably could look better, but what the fuck? Oh, he blows up. Okay. This guy's an asshole, so you dump all your arrows in there. Alright. Most of these rooms with these grapple things should be easy for me. Oh, you know there's gonna be secrets where these guys are. We've played Hollow Knight. You're not tricking me. Can I dodge roll through, like, the tip of his tail? Yeah. Keep wanting to, like, slice downwards. No. Oh! I didn't know that. I thought he was going through that platform and hitting me, but he gets stopped by it. A lot of Metroidvanias don't do that, so that's kind of a nice touch. Oh, damn. I picked the wrong way, and I got fucking hit, dude. Yeah, so I don't know if this Metroidvania can, like, get put together in different ways or something. I think that was, like, part of what was the selling point on it. And go back up there. There's always, like, a part of me that just wants to, like, skip things. And then I go back to my childhood self and I'm like, I need to see every corner of every inch, man. Which I probably shouldn't do. Not that there's anything wrong with this game, but it's not like it's some crazy game people were waiting for, like, 10 years for or anything. So yeah, I probably could have avoided this little corner down here. Because apparently there isn't even a secret. So my instincts were right, god damn it. That was the spot I could avoid. You get schmoovin' in this game. What the fuck? You're gonna get me hit, bro. Oh, okay. No. I guess. Nameless, weird NPC. Like how he walks towards you, though. And this kind of makes me want to play Soldiers again. And go back to that earlier Metroidvania vibes I used to have. So falling down that hole was perfectly fine. These enemies are easy. All you gotta do is slice in their direction and they can't even hit you. Oh, those noises are pretty cool. Oh, I wonder if you could pogo up there somehow. Damn, you can almost get there. I'm mad. I want to get there. Oh, that wasn't even close. Maybe the next save point. It says you can, like, return to the last save point. I wonder how that works. Downward slice? What is that? Uh-oh. You're weak! Can, like, slice one way and then he, like, looks like he's punching the other way or something. Wait, did I? Oh, never mind. Snoot. Is this like your rival? Oh, this guy is here to piss you off. This guy's like me. You should thank me for nothing. Because I'm me. That's my current attitude about life. No. No repeating. Is this your house, bro? A shitty house, douche. I'm out of here. What the fuck do we got here? Breaking this will kill them all. Maybe. Oh, might as well. I was trying to think what that noise reminded me of, and it reminds me of Minecraft. Damn it! Oh, that just pissed me off so bad. Because I fucking sort of knew that that wouldn't work. And I tried it anyway. Just wanted it to be like other games where it does work. Ah! Yeah, you're just better off running through this shit. And hitting this save point right here. Because if I died right up there, that would have been so fucking annoying. Not really, though. It would more just be annoying because I'm getting upset about nothing. I wonder what all these water areas are about. What the fuck? Oh, I have a double... Okay, we found... I knew something was going to come up. So this looks like a good spot to stop here. And we just got to keep heading on our way. I wonder if you could have came here some other way. Or if they wanted you to go this way. Can't stop saving. Yeah, this game is fun. It gives me all those vibes that I like from After Image, and or maybe not quite all the ones from After Image, but a lot of them. And some of the enemies are actually a little bit more fun to fight than After Image. Ooh. Come on, I'm getting tired already. I haven't been up that long, but... Oh, we'll be back with some more Islets soon. I'll probably play Trans-Ruby and Transverse Abdominant. No. I'll probably play that game and I got there's like a pirate ship in the background or whatever. Ship. What else was I thinking about? After Image, I wanted to get back to that game because that game had some good vibes. And then we're just kind of waiting because there's some good stuff coming out, so... I'll be chilling. I don't have Halo installed. I haven't been playing. Trying to devote all that time to actually releasing my Halo clips and making montages and making connections and friends. That could help me. Because a lot of my friends on Halo just haven't been good people. Or they are for a while and then all of a sudden it seems like they... just have very dark attitudes towards me that I can't take. I don't like dealing with, so I'm taking a break from Halo, and maybe down the road it'll make sense. But for now, I'm headed out, guys. Much love, and I'll see you in the next one.